Hey everyone, I've been seeing a lot of buzz around this GXT5 3000VA Li-on UPS with the RDU101 lately, especially from people who need reliable power backup for their home offices or small businesses. I finally got my hands on one, and after testing it out for a few weeks, I wanted to share what I've learned so you can decide if it's the right fit for your setup. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the size and weight of this thing are a big deal. It's surprisingly compact for a 3000VA unit, which makes it way easier to tuck into a closet or corner without taking up too much space. Most UPS systems in this range are bulky and heavy, but this one uses lithium-ion batteries, so it's only about half the weight of a traditional lead-acid model. That's a game changer if you're moving it around or just don't want a massive box sitting in your workspace. Now, let's talk runtime. I tested this with a few different loads, a desktop PC, monitor, router, and a couple of peripherals, and it held up longer than I expected. On a full load of around 600 watts, it gave me about 20 minutes of runtime. That's enough time to save your work and shut down properly if the power goes out unexpectedly. If you're running lighter loads, like just a laptop and a modem, you're looking at closer to an hour or more. That's pretty solid for a unit this size, especially since lithium-ion batteries tend to hold their charge better over time compared to older battery types. Another thing I really like is how quiet this thing is. I've used UPS systems before that sound like a small jet engine when they're running, which is annoying if it's sitting in your office. The GXT5 is whisper quiet, even when it's under load. The fan only kicks in when it really needs to, and even then, it's barely noticeable. That's a huge plus if you're working from home and don't want constant background noise. The RDU101 remote display unit is a nice addition too. It lets you monitor the UPS from up to 160 feet away, which is super handy if your UPS is in a utility closet or basement. You can check the battery status, input-output voltage, and load percentage without having to crawl around back to look at the front panel. It's a small detail, but it makes managing your power setup so much easier. I also appreciate the built-in LCD screen on the UPS itself. It's easy to read and gives you all the essential info at a glance: battery level, load status, and whether it's running on battery power or utility. The interface is straightforward, so you don't need to be an expert to understand what's going on. Plus, it has a self-test feature that you can run periodically to make sure everything's working as it should. One thing to note is that this UPS is designed for lithium-ion batteries, which are more expensive up front but last longer than traditional lead-acid batteries. Over time, you'll save money on replacements, but the initial cost is higher. If you're on a tight budget, this might not be the best option, but if you're looking for long-term reliability and efficiency, it's worth considering. Another thing to keep in mind is that the RDU101 unit isn't included in the base price, it's sold separately. So if you want the remote display, you'll need to factor that into your total cost. It's not a deal breaker, but it's something to be aware of when you're budgeting. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with the GXT5 3000VA Li-on UPS. It's compact, quiet, and gives you solid runtime for the size. The remote display is a great feature if you need to monitor your UPS from a distance, and the LCD screen makes it easy to keep tabs on everything. It's not the cheapest option out there, but if you're looking for a reliable, long-lasting UPS that won't take up too much space, this could be a great fit. If you're in the market for a new UPS, definitely check out the GXT5 3000VA Li-on with the RDU101. The link is below if you want to take a closer look. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.